Picture this, a sheet of pristine ice. A young woman named Elena gliding across it, her skates whispering secrets to the frozen surface. From the moment she first laced up her skates, Elena was a prodigy. By 18, she was the national champion, the darling of the figure skating world. Her triple axel was flawless, her spins a blur of elegance and power. The Olympics were just around the corner, and the gold medal everyone said already had her name engraved on it. She was living the dream, a perfect life painted on a canvas of ice. But dreams, as we know, can turn into nightmares in the blink of an eye. 1 week before the Olympic trials, during a routine practice, Elena landed a jump she'd done 1,000 times. But this time was different. A sickening crack echoed through the empty arena. The diagnosis was brutal, a complex fracture in her ankle. The doctors were blunt. "You'll be lucky if you can walk without a limp," they said. Skating competitively? That's impossible. The world that had been her oyster was now a prison of pain and crushing despair. The ice, once her stage, was now a distant, mocking memory. Her rivals went to the Olympics, and Elena watched from a hospital bed. The gold medal she once coveted now a symbol of everything she had lost. The world forgot about Elena. The headlines moved on. A new champion was crowned, and she was just a forgotten what if. The years that followed were a quiet, grueling battle, not just with her body, but with her mind. Every day was a fight against the phantom pains, the whispers of doubt, and the ghost of the girl who could fly. She learned to walk again, then to jog, then to gingerly step back onto the ice. It wasn't about the Olympics anymore. It was about reclaiming a piece of herself. She coached young skaters, finding a different kind of joy in their small victories. Her own dreams packed away in a box with her old, worn-out skates. Then, 4 years later, something shifted. Watching the next generation of skaters, a familiar fire rekindled in her heart. What if the doctors were wrong? What if impossible was just a word? With her old coach by her side, she started training again, in secret. It was agonizing. Her body screamed in protest, her ankle a constant, throbbing reminder of her limits. But her spirit was stronger. She wasn't the explosive jumper she once was, but she had something new. Maturity, artistry, a story etched into every movement. She had lived a life of loss and rebirth, and now she would skate it. She stunned the world by entering the national championships. People saw it as a feel-good story, a nostalgic comeback. No one expected her to win, but she did. She earned a spot on the Olympic team, a full 8 years after her devastating injury. When she stepped onto the Olympic ice, the crowd roared. She wasn't the favorite, just the underdog with the incredible backstory. But here's the twist you never saw coming. As she began her final program, she didn't attempt the big, flashy jumps her competitors did. Instead, she skated with a raw, heart-wrenching emotion that captivated everyone. Her performance was a ballet of resilience, a story of falling and rising. And then, for her final move, she did something no one expected. She went for the triple axel, the very jump that had shattered her dreams. The entire arena held its breath. She soared, and she fell. A collective gasp filled the stadium. But as she lay on the ice, a slow, genuine smile spread across her face. She got up, not in defeat, but in triumph, and finished her routine with tears of joy streaming down her face. She didn't win the gold medal that night. She didn't even make the podium. But as she took her final bow, the audience gave her the longest, loudest standing ovation of the entire games. Because her story teaches us the most important lesson of all. True victory isn't always about the medal around your neck. It's about facing the impossible, daring to try again after you've been broken, and finding the courage to fly, even if you know you might fall. She didn't win the gold, but she won something far greater. She won back her life. Thanks so much for watching. If this story moved you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.